welcome back to another vlog of my little fitness journey, if you will. So we recently just got back from El Salvador, and I know I told you guys I would vlog, and since it was a family trip I ended up not really vlogging that much, but I did post a couple pictures on my Instagram if you want to see them. They were pretty cute, I think. But yeah, as you just saw, I am slowly but surely trying to get back into a routine of things and trying to be better about my, myself. So I have my coffee, as you saw, as I made a French press coffee step by step. And just to go into a little bit of detail about my coffee. So the coffee ground or coffee beans is a locally sourced coffee from a coffee shop in Virginia. And then I have raw milk, and you can come for me if you want. But your girl cannot have lactose, so therefore I have raw milk and I can have it. And if that gets me canceled, so be it. I don't know. So I made a little latte, and it's super good. And yeah, so you let it roast. Not really roast, but like you just let it set for like 10 minutes, and then you just press it and it's good to go. And my little secret to making really good French press is you pour a little bit of water on the bottom, you pour your coffee ground, and then you mix it, and then you pour the rest of your water, and that right there just makes it so good. So yeah, welcome back to another vlog, I guess. But yeah, so this one is just really getting back into routine, getting into the swing of things. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to the gym after I finish my coffee. And then I'll probably go to the store to get stuff to make for dinner and meal prep. And hopefully this time I record my meal prep. What is up? I am back in the kitchen yet again. I am going to show you guys a quick little meal prep. So I will show you guys what exactly I'm meal prepping for this week. It's just gonna be a simple and quick steak with onion and I think rice maybe. I'm thinking that might be the move. But yeah, so obviously I start out with cutting the onion. Don't make fun of me for the way I cut my onion, okay? Like, I know it looks a little funky. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know what happened here for real. Anyways, moving on. My onion is peeled. That's all that matters. So I take about, I would say half the onion. And then I'll just reserve the other half. So the other half of the onion will just go in here. And let me just make sure I got all the skin peeled off. So I'm not eating any of the nasty skin, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, bro, this would happen when I record. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna pretend that there was no failure here. And I'm just gonna chop up my onion like this, right? To some pieces. I don't know. Sometimes I do like little cuts. Sometimes I keep it a little chunky. It really just depends on how I feel. Yeah, so there's my onion that just decided to completely fall apart. Turn the pan on and add my onion to the pan with a little bit of spray. It's not bad for you. If you use olive oil, don't be using that nasty seed oil. Moving on, while my onion is getting ready, I'm going to cut up my steak. So I'm using some sirloin steak, and this is just gonna be diced cut. Super easy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, kind of just get the steak here. So now that I have my steak on the board, I'm just gonna, just cut it up into some pieces, nothing crazy, nothing mathematical whatsoever. You kind of just want to cut it up into some somewhat bite-sized pieces, I would say. I mean, whatever floats your boat. I mean, it's your meal prep. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to provide information. Anyways, I hate cutting boards so much. Anyways, so I'm gonna transport this to the pan since I got no space. But yeah, you pretty much just keep doing this until you run out of meat. right. So obviously now I'm almost done chopping up all this meat, which is high-key kind of annoying since I meal prep for 2 people. It is a lot of food I gotta cook, and I typically only do it for about 3-ish days or so. But yeah, obviously, depending on how many people you're cooking for, kind of depends on how many containers that you need to make. I mean, truthfully, I make about, oh my god, I make about like 6, maybe, I think, yeah, like 6 containers of food, which lasts until about like Wednesday, since we're both off. By then, it kind of just works out that way. So yeah, I don't know. If people get grossed out by this, I'm sorry. Kind of just like, it is what it is. Moving on. Obviously now I'm gonna wipe down the counter because now it's all like dusty, crusty. And then after I finish cooking, I need to then clean the stove. So yeah, this enough of food. So now I am going to take my trustable spatula and I'm going to mix this all together. Obviously, use some pepper, use some salt, because those are like the 2 most important things when it comes to seasoning. You better make sure your food is seasoned well, especially when it comes to meal prep, because you gotta eat that repetitively. And you know, you don't want to be eating non-flavored foods. So, super important. So now I'm kind of just mixing us all together, kind of just getting this incorporated. Me personally, this might be lame for some people. About to hit it with some garlic powder. Like, I know a lot of people are anti using garlic and onion powder, but trust me, I don't know. I like it. I'm not a hater. I'm truthfully a fan of it. Come for me if you want. It doesn't really matter to me. So now I'm just gonna put the lid on it. So all I've done is done some onions, some steak, some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder. And now I'm going to make some rice. And for this rice, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I use a rice cooker. And I know you must be thinking, girl, aren't you a Mexican? Don't you know how to make rice on your own? Yeah, I do. It's just easier this way. So, take this nice little container of rice, and I make 2 scoops of rice. I don't eat rice that much, so truthfully, this isn't for me. And you know, you wash your rice, because if you don't wash your rice, everyone comes in your comments and then gets mad about it. So wash your rice if you're recording. I'm kidding. But am I? I don't know. They say you want to wash it till it runs clear. That's high-key impossible, I would say, because rice is very starchy. You kind of just want it to be clear to the best of its ability. So keep that in mind when you do that. I think the main reason it's best to wash your rice, and this is just, you know, me thinking and using my brain a little bit. You know, there could be stuff in your rice. You don't know. So make sure you wash your rice. Obviously, you don't want to be eating bugs. So then, yeah, you kind of just put that in there. And road tip, extra protein, chicken bone broth. And it gives it some flavor. And all you gotta do is just fill it up to the line for 2, because that's how many cups you put in. That's how many things you need for your rice. And that's about it. You take a little spoon, you mix that, and it's pretty easy. See, I would make potatoes for myself. I'm tired. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna get my containers ready for my steak. And yeah. Very nice. So, we got containers laid out. So now that my steak is done, I'm gonna divide it into some containers and wait for the rice to finish. Who knows, I might make myself potatoes. I don't know. So I got one container too extra. That's okay, that's fine. Just gotta see which one looks like it has the least amount. Just kind of even it out a little bit. But yeah, steak is like pretty easy to meal prep. And it tastes pretty good over time. So yeah, now I wait for this rice. So the rice is almost ready. So I did end up making some potatoes. So I will put these in the container now. And yeah, so I'll do it. So I have potatoes in 2 of the containers. And then in these 3, it's going to be rice. So yeah, I kind of just wait for these to cool down. I put those in the fridge. But yeah, so now I kind of just wait for this rice to finish up and then I'll serve it. And then that would be the end of the meal prep. And with this, it's going to be served with some tzatziki. So it's kind of like supposed to be kebab, but it wasn't. But kind of just is what it is at that point. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Rice is now done. So now I can just serve it up in these containers and get to go to bed because I'm tired. Today, really all I've done though is record a podcast, edit a YouTube video, uploaded a YouTube video. I went to the gym. I cooked dinner. What else did I do? I don't know. It's like the homework for me. Like, that's what's really draining. Like, I don't like my class I'm currently taking. It is networking, and I don't know, it's just something about networking is so boring to me. And I know you're like, girl, you majored in law, that's your fault. No, not really. And you know, I'm that type of person. I hate, like, not elective classes, but I hate the irrelevant classes. Like, I understand why I need to know Linux. I understand why I need to know, like, how to program things. But you lose me when you try to get me to do unnecessary stuff. Like, learn how to make a cable. What's that got to do with me? Man, that's the end of my meal prepping. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned how to make steak with rice or potatoes. Because we got both potatoes and we got rice. You just let it cool down. Once it's cooled down, close it up, put it in the fridge. And now you got food for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.